G'day, my name's Graham. What everyone thinks about me, I don't really care. It's what everyone ought to think about. Get up. Get up. This supposed organisation that is funded by Islamics and George Soros and the EU and other people operating under the idea of one world government or one world order or globalisation or globalism and open borders. These people are manifest evil amongst us. Make no doubt about it. Get Up is not here to be nice to people. The way it attacks decent and honest people because they do not toe its climate change lies and lines is actually despicable in itself, and it shows that it's not into treating people equally. It's into attacking those who do not agree wholeheartedly with everything he does. Because these people, Get Up, whatever it is, this despicable, low-life bunch of scum, and that's what they are. They're not here for the benefit of Australia's good. They're here to destroy our society. Make no bones about this. Just because the politicians, the Liberal and Labour Party, are too scared to take these people on because it might look and detract from their climate change credentials, when they have no climate change credentials whatsoever, because no one in Australia has ever done one iota of a thing that it ought to be done practically and scientifically and economically about the climate it has. It's wasted billions and billions of dollars chasing dreams, pretending it is doing something about the climate with wind and solar, which it's not. An itty-bitty, ad hoc, pretentious system that's causing a massive amount of drag and debt into society, is doing nothing and can do nothing about the solar system and the way the sun flares up and down, and the solar radiation that we're experiencing now at summertime in Australia. That has very little to do with CO2. The differences in CO2 are negligible compared to the difference in the solar radiation in effects it has on the climate and drying out the trees and the grasses, so it causes fires in the bush. Don't mark my word that Get Up is a front for Islamic Caliphate. It went a one world government, a new world order, open borders. Open borders, what the Muslims and Islam believe in, an open border for all Islamic people to move wherever they like. That is their cry about, that is their human right. They claim that is their human right. This is exactly what Get Up worked towards, to undermine our society, to bring our economy down, to kill our economy off, to divide us by saying we're trying to make out that you're some sort of a public enemy number one because you're a decent family man like Tony Abbott. Regardless of what Tony Abbott's politics are, he's a decent family man whose wife and daughters love him and therefore must be an enemy of the left or against that sort of normal family sort of background. And Tony Abbott is no dickhead. He actually is a graduate of Cambridge. I don't know what the people in Get Up are, just a graduate of Al Gore as a brainwashing school, wherever they come from, or use clever language to hoodwink children and the uneducated that there is something to be done about climate from Australian perspective, when we know damn well that China is continuing to increase its amount of CO2 naturally because of the amount of population it grows and the extra amount of coal-fired power stations and other uses of fossil fuels it is continuing to build, and so are other places continuing to build. So we can see that Get Up is not in China. You don't see Get Up in India or China, but Get Up is in Australia and taking advantage of our political weaknesses within Labour and Liberal Party, who dare not say, you know, these people are espionage agents. Get Up is economic espionage agents trying to destroy our economy by causing electricity to be so expensive it drives manufacturing offshore, makes our wages worth nothing, undervalues our pensions and our incomes, destroys our businesses, and that's what this Get Up is all about, destroying our society by raising the amount of debt we have, that we're then beholden to those who finance all of this debt. And that gets down to Islamic finance and the financial houses of Europe and whoever they're financed by. That's what this Get Up is. The papers and the news and the politicians are afraid to take this thing on, but the people ought to be warned how dangerous this Get Up really, really is. And if Get Up wants to take me on in a debate about climate, bring it on, fellas, because you will lose. you don't know what you're talking about. There's been nothing, billions spent on nothing, and nothing at all has been done about Australia's climate. In what? Not one thing, not one iota is being done towards doing something about the climate that we have. And not all they've done is make it worse and worse and worse from an economic perspective. So therefore people are suffering now to not be able to pay their energy bills, and therefore the social environment is far worse. So at the same time, we're supposed to be having a climate crisis, we're now having social crisis as well, economic crisis, caused by the likes of Get Up and these other despots trying to destroy the Western systems. My name's Graham. Anytime Get Up wants to debate me on climate change, it is welcome. More than welcome, and it dare not. I know they would run like the little cowards they are from a debate from someone who knew what they were talking about.